Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Humbled. Today I have a guest, which is why I'm kind of not seated in the middle. You might be like, oh my God, what is she doing? New vibes. We're confused. Normally I kind of squat in the middle, but I have my guest coming, and it is my sister. Yes, I know people normally bring on someone famous, someone big, someone influential with many credentials, but I decided that we're going to keep it close to the heart. I have my older sister on. It is such a funny episode. We talk about my relationship and her relationship. I was away with my boyfriend. If you didn't know, I'll bring it up again. And so we talk about my funny trip, talking about dads. We read 3 really funny stories that are very hilarious. And yeah, it's a good chat. It's a good hang. If you are watching this, invite your sister to watch because it's that type of vibes. As always, I'm on tour. I'm going to be in LA. I'm going to be in Seattle, Texas, Dallas, Houston, Philly, Portland, and a lot of California. I'm doing a lot of California. San Diego, San Francisco, Orientonio, something. It's a new place. I have to post about it. But as usual, you guys can look at all that on my Instagram. But enjoy this episode. Guys, we are welcoming our first guest of the Humbled series, Daniela Mora.
Hey, y'all.
This is my sister. She is a year older. We do get asked sometimes who's oldest and how do we approach that subject.
Usually the older one says guess.
The older one says guess.
Old.
The old hag wants to play tricks.
I think they go off the spirit.
They go off the spirit.
People think I'm younger.
They think she's younger. You do have a jovial spirit. She likes worms and she likes worms and whimsical things.
And slime.
Versus I think I'm a little more, what would you say, show me your money type beat.
Yeah. You're more business first.
Maybe, yeah, more business casual versus you're more casual.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of more business first, but it's a good duo. I would say that we are good best friends. It's nice being similar age. But yeah, she's our first guest. I said, let's ease in, okay, because I'm shy. And, you know, who do I know would be the best guest? Probably my sister. Yes. So we are actually filming this a second time. Didn't want to bring it up, but this is the second time we're filming it. But now we have utmost confidence that this will be the best podcast episode yet. So
I still don't know how to sit. I feel like Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah. This is
I mean, I don't know
what's
to do
happening.
With my leg.
I mean, I'm doing really cash. You're primmed and proper.
Just support.
Yeah, maybe get the back support. Yeah, you're giving like you're something like something like you would buy and put in your garden. Just like a little gnome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're feeling good, feeling happy. We actually haven't really seen each other since my trip. I was away on a vacation. I would say it's our first, but it's not.
I mean, it's not even vacation, low key.
You're right.
Just where he lives.
It is where he lives.
But it felt like a vacation.
It was giving that.
And you did a little one.
Also, yeah, we already did a vacation. He went to Tampa, the first vacation, which was, you know, why not go to Tampa?
Just do it.
Just hit Tampa. And then saw him, which was a great time. It was fun to see, you know, how he lives, you know, see his home. Mm-hmm. Only difference was he had 2 roommates, and I'm roommateless for a while now. Having roommates, and especially male roommates, is at first I kind of was like, ew, he has roommates, but then I was like, you know, I have to shit here, and I have to pass gas and burp and yawn loudly, and that I was like, oh my God, he has roommates. Yes. Because now if someone...
Blame it on the guy next door. Yeah.
Yeah, blame it on the door next door.
There's a pubic hair. It's theirs,
it's
not
theirs.
yours.
It's blonde. Sorry, oopsie. You know, it didn't matter if I left my dirty thong somewhere. I was like, oh my God, your roommate's a whore. It was mine. It was kind of nice to be able to have that. Mm-hmm. So that was enjoyable. The roommates were actually great and fun. And I was like, okay,
You might get a
missing
roommate.
this. Suddenly, let's
It's
pile
entertaining.
on. It is
honestly.
entertaining.
It's kumbaya in the living room.
Exactly. And the nice thing about LA, though, compared to New York, and I guess maybe anywhere in the world, is that Monkey might join us, is that they live in a house. Like, I was kind of comparing when he stays here versus when I went there. Like, you can have a moment alone. There's 3 bathrooms. You know, you can, like, go outside,
For a second.
call a friend, you know, have a big sneeze in private.
Yeah.
You know, finagle something out of your tooth on the porch versus
Yeah.
here. You're very, you know, if you're not in this room, you're in that room.
The doorman is aware
The
of where you are at all times.
The doorman is clocking you and knows your body count. Like,
Yep.
it's just a little more, you know, we're in each other's spaces.
intimate.
It's very
intimate.
intimate. So I did like the LA life of it, of kind of, you know, being a little bit more free,
Yes.
which was nice.
Here's a third sister.
Yeah, this is our
Oh.
third sister. Oh, she
Hello.
chose you. Before we get into my trip, though, I'm excited because I'm also seeing him tomorrow. He comes for the rest of the week. All has been well. We kind of had it out on text yesterday. Not really had it out because
Because of
life is
fighting?
not fighting,
Oh.
but I said, come correct. I said this bothered me, and then he was
Okay.
like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, I'll fix it." And I was
First
like,
argument?
okay.
or
No,
a
not
little-
even. But it was just funny because at first I was kind of gonna maybe play a little game and not answer until the next day, and then he would course correct and be like, "Where's she been?" But then I tried, so I was like, "I'm gonna be on my quad daddy shit." And I picked up my book. I was reading it, and then I kind of was just thinking about it. And I was like, let me just shoot off a quick text. And I was like, I don't like that I have to XYZ. And then, you know, threw my phone back again, picked up the book, trying to read.
Try to have the notes
Yeah,
in the book.
exactly. And
yeah.
then, you know, ended up getting back to, you know, just love.
Just love.
But,
yeah.
you know, it's good to say, I feel like speaking your mind is key. Speaking of speaking your mind,
Yes.
kind of what's been going on with you.
You know, been with my boyfriend for 3 years. I think just
It's
at the
been
3-year
exactly
mark.
3.
I
thought it's been
April
more.
was the third.
Oh,
one,
okay,
so
it
I
is
guess
more.
perhaps it's a little longer.
Is this your longest relationship?
Since I was 16, yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, just adulthood and
Adulthood.
things slip up. You forget to kind of do certain things that you once did when you were in the beginning of the relationship, trying
Okay.
to court each other.
Yeah.
But
It's-
obviously I don't do what I'm in therapy.
Period.
And he needs to go back.
He needed back at therapy. Well, it's funny because, you know, I'm in a new relationship. I would say really first time in my life.
True, yeah.
And I'm, you know, rainbows and butterflies, and you're kind of being
Well,
the
that's-
crypt keeper in
well,
the corner.
yeah, it also always
She's-
starts as rainbows and butterflies.
Yeah, well, let me rock, because then
Okay.
she'll be my sleep paralysis demon in the corner. I'm
Yeah.
saying love him bad. She said shit gets old. Dicks get smaller every month. I'm like, wait, what? So you're
Yeah.
kind of clocking my happiness.
No, yeah, sorry. I'm reminding you of Doomsday, but
You're
you're also reminding me to take it back in the day.
Take it back,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, it's also you and another friend that's in a new relationship,
God,
so
yeah.
I have to course correct and remind him that we just met.
We're young, yeah.
And we don't really know each other
Yeah,
that well.
spin back the clock.
Yeah.
Maybe brush off
Get
the
to
dust.
know me.
Brush
Get
off
to
the
know
dust
me.
on your knees and puss.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so our texts have been...
well, so were you guys in a fight? Yeah, essentially.
Yes.
And you were laughing yesterday because when you're fighting with your boyfriend or any guy, or you're just like not in a happy place, you text like you
HR.
are taking an HR course.
Role, yeah.
You're applying and you are on Indeed. What were those texts kind of looking like?
Well, we were just trying to organize a meeting that both fit into our schedules on a
Even
Friday
now
evening.
you're speaking as
It's
if
corporate
there are
speak.
people on Slack.
Yeah, there was other people involved, essentially.
Seeing his roommates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seeing friends and family. Big PR cleanup coming soon.
Huge PR cleanup.
Every time one small fight with your boyfriend, you tell your friends, now they all hate him, but then everything's fine. So just PR,
Scrub
little
it.
quick headline, things are okay. Love
the tabloid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be talking to the best PR firm after what you've done.
I mean, our best friend's in PR, and she can't even handle this freelance work.
She can't handle this. She's already, her bandwidth is already
She's
too
working
heavy.
overtime.
She has not had a break since you two have met.
Yeah, no.
She's the type that when she's
seen
in a
it
fight,
all.
you run your lips.
Yeah. And actually yesterday, after our HR meeting, which our texts were very to the point. I mean, we even said 6 p.m. It actually like tagged like a Google calendar, so to speak.
Yeah, it notified your cow.
It literally added to my cal.
Well, then he was even good that you guys were like 6 o'clock, and then he was like, might be running 5 behind.
Yeah, he's literally like 6:05 to 6:15. Never knew he gave a fuck like that.
Never knew he knew how to read time.
I was running late, but that was just expected, and I wasn't saying my arrival.
Yeah. My boyfriend has never met my family at all, which thinking about it now, I was like, it's kind of, has it been a while? I would say, maybe.
How many months?
So, like, I guess we first kind of, got together end of January. February was fully an relationship. Doesn't really count. Kind of talking. Yeah. And then March he came to New York. So I guess it would be March, April, May, June. It's July.
Okay.
So is it giving 5 months? It was official maybe, end of April. But if he's staying in the crib since March, I feel like
he's watching the kids.
I feel like we can catch it there.
Yeah.
So we want him to meet the fam. What do we think that would be like?
I think they're absolutely ready. They're kind of been waiting on this one.
They've been waiting on this one. They'd be stoked.
I feel like you're ready and you're trying to play it cool.
Yeah, I think it would be funny.
Let's do a block party for him. Like, let's go big.
Yeah, what would the event kind of be?
Well, he obviously has to meet the small Maltese and the cat with 3 legs.
Yeah.
That's kind of the first step.
That's the first step. Getting him to kind of the suburbs is also the bigger step.
I mean, it's relatively easy.
It is. Well, I'm just saying.
Does he know what suburban New York could be
No,
like?
I mean, he kind of lives in suburbia. But I mean, it's more of a rite of passage, once he gets
Metro North.
Yeah. Once he gets on that MTA, it's just a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be exciting. That should be a funny time.
Yeah. I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
I think they'll be more astonished by his height before anything else, because she's real. I mean, he's tall, but
he's tall.
That's kind of the only thing that they know about him.
That's the only thing
not
that they know.
but-
No, but true. I mean, other than that, he's a great man. I'm not really sure what to say else than that.
Yeah.
When did your boyfriend meet the fam? Was it? I fear it was day 2 or something absurd.
I don't remember. Why can't I remember? Do you recall?
I don't think, but was I there? I think I was.
I remember I was, he wanted me to meet his parents and family pretty quickly. He didn't think it was like a big deal. Like,
yeah.
I was like nervous
Hell
about
no,
it.
yeah.
So we were in Puerto Rico.
How quickly? Yeah, that was
pretty...
pretty...
like 3 months in of knowing each other. We did a vacation in Puerto Rico. Happened to be that his mom was also there visiting his grandparents.
In the same unit.
And she was picking him up to take him to the villages of Puerto Rico to see his grandparents.
Yes.
And he wanted me to come, but I honestly just didn't know him like that well enough. So I was like, I think I'm going to pass.
Yeah.
Even though Abuelo and Abuela might not be there next year.
Might never see Abuelo again.
I did end up meeting them this past year, so it was cute. But yeah, she went to go pick him up.
But you didn't meet then, right?
I had no, but like I was considering it, and then his mother called him and said, "Get your ass downstairs right now," cursing and no, I don't know if she was cursing, but she was screaming.
So
He said, "Perhaps
maybe
I'll
not
wait
the
on
best
that
event.
one."
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, well, our parents like your boyfriend. He's fun.
They find him entertaining.
They
I
do
think
find
in
him
his
entertaining.
actions of dragging me to the woods in the snow to
Yeah,
sleep outside.
They
and
do a lot of
camping
and
hiking and
waterboarding, snorkeling, snowboarding, lots of boards.
Yes.
He's just funny. Like, for instance, for your birthday, was it 2 years ago?
The bush. Yes, that was also.
Was it 2 years ago?
I think it was. Yeah, 2 birthdays
It was not
ago.
your the first birthday together, because he got her Ray-Bans. We were like,
It's been-
that's
yeah.
cool. Then the second year, he, maybe misstepped a bit.
Didn't hit as hard the second year.
The gift didn't slap as hard.
Yeah.
It was a plant.
Yes, so I, show up to dinner. There's no physical gift. There's a card. I'm hopeful.
Maybe it's big. Maybe it's in the trunk.
Something. I go to his car, and there looks to be a woman in the front seat. It's actually a plant, a huge tree.
It's a shrub.
It's like also a shrub that is not beautiful. It doesn't produce a flower.
No flower.
It's ball, stick, and ball.
Yeah, it's like has asbestos vibes. Like, it's something that you would put in the front yard. You would get like 6 of them and put them on each side.
You'd have to have 2. Like,
You would have
one
to have,
is off balance.
One is weird,
Yeah.
unless it's a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
But he just had one. It is something that you would need a gardener to
Yeah.
hire to put it in the ground.
It was an outdoor plant that was living in Manhattan for some time and slowly dying.
And it wasn't, it needed to be in the suburb.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cute. It's not really growing. No petal.
It was like he
No
uprooted
scent.
it from the neighbor's house and gave it to me
He
as a present.
stole it. Yeah, like it seems like he did Fun with Dick and Jane and kind of ripped it out from across the street.
Yeah.
And what was that, and then our mom was trying to make do, and because she's a little disturbed.
She sent me a text to change my mind and said that he wanted to grow roots with me. So then I was like, okay, that's kind of cute, but obviously that can't be the present. So come back tomorrow with something different.
For sure. Maybe something underneath the tree.
And so Daniela made a video about it, and my boyfriend goes to visit his parents, and his father pulls up the family laptop, and it's Daniela's video at full blast,
full volume,
which is crazy because I guess they obviously knew you were my sister, but like, how did you post so much?
Yeah, like
how did they
find
that?
How they
and
even
know it was that?
Like,
and get to the end of the video and be like, "That's my son."
They had it on replay, and it was saved, and it's on someone's story. That's hilarious. And Riss even saying that really means it's growing pains and, withering through this storm.
And she was right, I guess. It did die, and it did come back to life. And it
as the many fights has happened,
When we fight, it wilts. When we do well, it flourishes. But it even became such a because she also blew it up, and I was complaining to everyone I knew, like, what the fuck, like, my boyfriend is
mentally ill
with this shrub that. When our parents met and they saw the shrub, because it lives at my parents' house now,
and it's still
where
alive.
It belongs.
It's still alive.
It belongs in the suburbs.
And it needs to be
still
with
alive,
the sprinkler.
Yes, and everyone wanted it. His parents were like, "Oh well, we'll take it." And
What?
then I was like, "Wait a damn minute, give me my shrub back." So, flowers, but a shrub.
No flowers, but a shrub. The parents are funny with her boyfriend, which I'm interested to kind of see how they would react with mine. Our dad will sometimes even text him.
Yeah, I mean, our father will text really anyone he can get his hands on.
But
it's inspiring.
It's inspiring. So our dad's a Buddhist. Let's give
Yes.
some background context.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's a pillar
Buddhist
of Buddhism,
thing,
but it's spreading the word.
Yes.
It's giving cult a little bit, but.
Yes.
he will text anyone, maybe past a Buddhist card.
The waiter.
To really anyone.
Like,
There's been a lot of times.
There is a waiter that we went out to dinner for his birthday. I don't know if you remember. It was like Italian restaurant.
I do.
Like
It was a young guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and they still text to this day.
Whoa.
So he changed a lot.
He changed a lot. So any charismatic hostess, maybe a friendly bus driver, my dad
anyone on the train
will slip a Sakagakkai card. Yeah.
SGI.
Nichiren Daishonin. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of turns. This is hitting anyone's algorithm that makes
that belong
sense.
to SGI USA.
We have questions, but yeah, he is doing his part. I mean, everyone's in a group chat. He had our friend buy a what's it called? Our friend, a Gahunzen. We have
one of our friends like fully become Buddhist.
She's become Buddhist. We have been
Someone
to lengths
had
with
to.
Buddhism.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll text her boyfriend pretty funny stuff.
Yeah, actually, he hasn't had to go to a Buddhist meeting, which feels like
that's very wrong. Does he even?
I don't
love
know.
you?
I mean, is your man's coming because we're there to be part of the young men's division group.
They would be
and we're in the young women's group, so
I mean, honestly,
it's
that
a little
would
niche. It's a little niche.
That would be funny. I mean, bringing the boys to a men's division meeting is 100%.
Pop City in the Bronx in someone's smelly apartment, like
shoes off. Everyone brings an old sack of yodels that they've sat on the way in a warm Tropicana.
For us. Yeah.
It's very niche.
Yeah.
But tell us what your boyfriend said yesterday.
So, my boyfriend and I have been fighting and love you, babe. And, we finally had our talk that we needed, and we basically went through every time any of us did something wrong since the beginning.
Okay.
And so one point that he brought up was that he was hurt that our father sometimes texts him but spells his name wrong. And I was like, you can't be offended by that. Like, that means he loves you. Like,
even having the number on his phone correctly means a lot.
Like, he also organizes his contacts with, he'll put the letter A in front of someone's name if it's family, B for coworkers, C is maybe Buddhism is B. He has his own organization. So my name is a Juliana and you're a Daniela.
That's funny. Also, dads will never get it right. You know, my dad has spelled my name wrong, your name wrong.
Yep.
Our friend named Liv, it's 3 letters. It's never
not
the
too
neighbor,
hard. The neighbor's
neighbor.
named Bill. We've lived there for 20 years. Bill calls him Bob.
Yeah, we're never gonna get that.
That's just him.
That's just what the dad's thing is. I think that is. What's something funny that our dad has done that's a real dad thing? Like
he always puts stuff in his back pocket. Ass is padded like a BBL.
Dad is
the
wearing
Daily
butt
News,
pads.
like any news source he needs in his ass cheek.
Yeah, there's the Daily News on the left, and then the right has 6 pamphlets to go whitewater rafting. Though we live in New York City.
Yeah. He still wears a fanny pack.
Still has a fanny pack. Now they're kind of coming back.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's a little more acceptable.
A little bit more acceptable.
But he packs it out. That's the problem.
Packs it out. There's a lot in there. And then obviously several Buddhism pamphlets.
He can't even sit.
Can't sit. If he's sitting, he's levitated. He's
elevated.
Yeah, he's like sitting on a donut. Like if you hurt the tailbone, like that's him with the amount of stuff.
BBL pillow.
That's the kind of stuff that he has in him.
And he obviously, he just says everyone's name wrong.
So what did you tell him?
I honestly laughed, even though that was like hurtful to him. I don't know if he fully gets it still. I think he feels like it's personal.
It's
I'm
really not.
trying to give examples. I mean,
let him know.
Basically our third sister his name's Sabrina. He calls her Serena when he feels
all
like
the time. Yeah,
but it's out of love. It's out of love.
That's too funny. So hopefully my boyfriend will meet them. This trip would be fun. I kind of have lightly soft launched it because I think it would just be funny.
Yeah.
Because I want to make it an event. It's not about like, family and like, boyfriend connecting. I want to be like, Michelin star dinner. I want everyone in heels
To meet him,
drinking.
Michelin.
Yeah, like I want to do, you know, like I
You
want
want
it
to
to be like,
black out with the family
I'm
just to
saying-
get closer.
yeah, I want to make it an event, you know, like I want to do like a
Rent
really
out a
nice
place,
dinner. Yeah,
black
like
tie.
exactly. Like I wanted
Elevate
to
it.
Yeah, like I feel like let's make more reason for the season. It would make everyone feel a little bit more uncomfortable, pressure's on, but I think it'll be fun, and you know, we can actually, you know, get together like we're strangers a bit.
A dinner is proper. Let the parents take you out.
Yeah,
Have a bottle of wine.
a bottle or two.
Teeth red. And fear's gone.
Yeah, teeth red and fearless is what we
Yeah.
need. But I will see him this week. He's actually coming, which is fun because this is kind of how it should be. Long distance, not too much. Okay, I was just there. Now he's coming back.
Yeah.
But I always feel like, not in this instance, I feel like with long distance that when you don't see them for a while, I do feel like a little shy. Like
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable, or kind of just like not uncomfortable, but just
That's
more
a stranger.
yeah, like I don't know. He'll be like, "Hey, babe." I'm like,
Don't
"What's
touch
your
me."
name?" Like I need to, you know, let's
Yeah.
redo it. You know, let's do age, sex, location. You know, like who
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
You know, what do you want from me? Type of thing.
It never goes away. Like
Yeah. So
truly.
when she was in a long distance relationship,
yes,
for like a
16
year or something.
Yeah. No, I guess it was like 18.
but
I don't
yeah,
know.
I do feel like that because then also I feel like men are a little different. That you know.
They don't really care
They
what
don't
you look like.
I
Just
don't
turn
care.
around
Yeah,
and show me
turn
that
around,
booty.
yeah,
and-
show me that ass and
Yeah.
open your body
They
up.
could just close their eyes and they'd be okay
You're there,
to just
yeah.
feel you like braille.
And it's like, babe, that's the futon. Like,
Yeah.
they don't really mind. But for women, you know, he'll go in for an immediate kiss, yes, but then I have to be like, step back and like
Yeah.
take a look. I feel like I'm like a guy that's been blind for many years, and I
Yeah.
have to be like looking at
help
him.
me see again.
Yeah, you know.
I think also just like seeing their little quirks and existence, like the way he breathes and swallows his spit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just kind of
Reminds you back.
acclimating to
Yeah.
how he blinks and just overall functions. It's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming. But yeah, I feel like that's happened. Maybe I'm trying to think if it was the last time. The last time before, I think. Also, especially when you're coming in from long distance, like this happened in Tampa. Like my flight was delayed. Then I got to the hotel and he was already there. But then when I got there, they were very hospitable. That they were like, "We'll take your bags, whatever." And he's like, "Hey, babe," and I'm like, "Okay."
You're overwhelmed.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Hold my bag. No one touch me. Like I'm overstimmed. Give me a
Literally
second."
meeting for the
Passing my
first
flip flop.
time,
Yeah, I feel like
and-
the date, like it was
Yeah,
it was a whole
it's a
thing. But no, I'm excited for that. I will say he had the ultimate green flag this past trip, and I actually told our friend Liv, I told Liver, is that I was late to a podcast because we were late. You know, we woke up, we're hungover, you know, trying to suck my toes. I'm like, no, let's leave.
Gotta go.
I gotta leave. And so we jump in the car, drive there, or so we thought, get there, realize that he just put in the location.
You
just-
didn't give him the
I
address.
didn't give him the address. He didn't ask me.
Two type B's in
Two
love.
type B's, literally.
Problems.
So we just like drove to the general area of North Hollywood. It was in West Hollywood. Then when we got there, you know, we kind of realized that we're out of gas. And when we drove up the hill, the car stopped, kind of went rolling backwards for a little bit. It was a whole thing. But the way he reacted was so perfect. He felt, I kind of was like, it's my fault because I wasn't letting him get gas because I'm late. But
I mean, he's whipped in that way because
as he should.
No.
I mean, it was also, I'm like, the thing should have been like functionality of the car, safety. This is the logical thing. You know, you being late,
it's okay.
sorry.
20 minutes
For
late,
sure.
Pump gas in 5.
Yeah. But I was like, you know, I don't want to miss it. And he was like, okay, sweetie. So then when we, you know, got stuck, he was like, I'm so sorry. Like, let me call you an Uber, and starts opening the Uber. And I'm like, bro, you need to get help, you know.
Have some self-respect.
Have
for
some
yourself.
decency. The car
you
is
broke down
rolling.
his car and he's ordering you an Uber Black. Like, you kind of
I
are
was
the
like,
devil.
babe, no, I was like, you need to do red pill TikTok more. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was bad of me, you know? So anyway, aside from that, great trip, great vacay. And I'm even going to say it. I'm wondering, when is the love you?
Wow.
Wow.
Well, actually, okay.
You have a funny love you story.
It's actually probably more so sad.
Traumatizing.
He doesn't know that this is what's going on.
This should have been in one of the
He's-
points.
Yeah,
you
I
brought
guess
up
it took us a
yesterday.
while. I think, you know, people are scared to
Different,
say.
sure.
You also never want to be the first one, obviously, because
No.
you want to be the bad bitch who loves you second. But obviously, you guys,
You wanna be the
like
love
each
you
other a
squared.
lot. Yeah. Also,
Okay.
like, love you is kind of easy to say, and also, like, you love everyone. You love your
Yeah.
friends. You love your family.
For sure.
But you're in love.
Yeah. Are you saying I love you sounds
Yeah.
a little more scary?
Yeah.
Because there's been times that I've been like, I've
I
said love ya. Or like kind
Yeah.
of just because I'm like, I would, do a
Love ya.
joke. Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm just like, and someone's coming by and I'm like, love ya, boo. Or like stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So I've said enough, you know.
You've done your part.
I've said my part. I feel like that was
Yeah.
kind of a leg up.
Yeah.
But what was kind of yours?
It just had been almost a year, essentially. I mean, we care about each other deeply. But both afraid.
Both
and also,
Geminis, if that gives any context.
Both gems that just kind of stay strong and steel-like
Yeah.
without saying illy.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I'm just gonna say it because it's on the tip of my tongue, and I just gotta
Someone
get it off
has
my
to,
chest.
yeah.
So it was also Valentine's Day, maybe a little corny,
Whoa.
but I made a painting for him of himself, and I like cut out newspaper clippings and like found a quote that said, "And she loved him" or something, and then I like showed that to him, and he was like, "Oh, cute." And then I just started crying hysterically.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
what the fuck? And then he was like, well, you didn't say it out loud. And then I was like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, can he infer?
So I had to say it.
So then you had to be like,
and then he said it. He was like, duh. But I don't know if everyone's
now
different.
we're fighting again.
Now the cordial text is coming.
Yeah, going right back to the HR's office.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
Did
what
he
that was.
ask you to be his girlfriend?
I prompted it. I was the prompter.
Sometimes you just, I guess you reach a point, it's like, obviously we are.
Yeah.
But what happened to fucking sending pigeon love letter?
I think though it feels, which is correct, in this relationship, I have started one kind of the hangout. Like when we first, hooked up hanging out, I called him and I was like, come to this bar. Let's get to it. Little, he's like, I don't know if he reminds me of you, a little more lax, a little more like, takes time, like
following your
a little
lead.
whimsy, and the sense that I'm a little bit more hut too.
I think also anyone that dates you is just unaware. I mean, you kind of you're wearing the macho pants. You kind of have to
Definitely.
wait on you.
Yeah.
Or if they do try, I mean, it's just probably
Can
9
do
times
it.
out of 10, probably definitely not.
Probably we'll do it my way though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was that. Then when the girlfriend asked, I remember I spoke to Liver and I was like, and women are so good. We're thinking ahead. It
Doing
was the
town
day.
hall.
Yeah, I did town hall. I was like, heary, girls. But it was the day that we were going to go. We went day drinking and, she met him. But it was that was Saturday, and then Sunday he was leaving, and now it's Thursday, now it's Friday, and I'm like, talking to friends, and I'm like,
Checking the
it's time to
time.
go because Saturday we're going to be drunk. Like, that's days not happening, and we're not having this conversation in the morning over crest whitening strip. So I tell him on Friday when we're at dinner, I'm just like, question. And I was like, so what? I didn't say, what are we doing? I was like, maybe I did, or
What are we?
I didn't say what are we because I'm like, that's just maybe I
so-
said what's the vibes or something, and then he was like, I was gonna bring it up, and like, that he was talking to a friend about it,
Aw.
which I was like, that's
When
good.
men speak
When
to each
men
other,
speak-
it's just so sweet.
When men communicate. And then he, then asked and whatnot. And it was funny because we were in a really, really small restaurant. Like, it only fits 8 people. Tokyo Record Bar, so fun. We need to go back. Very small. You're literally next to each other, and it's always filled. Like, the seats are always filled. You never will sit alone type of thing.
Yeah.
And so we're having this kind of intimate convo next to someone.
Someone's unk is
Someone's
behind
unk
you.
is taking notes. Some girls are laughing and putting me on Instagram Live. And the waiter's coming over because it was a wine tasting food pairing. So she's coming over, kind of interrupts the moment, or it was shortened, like
That's horrible.
he was like, want to be my girlfriend, like, would love for you, want to date, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, yeah. We couldn't even kiss because we were across and it was just really small. So couldn't really seal it with the kiss. Waiter comes over, kind of ends it. Then we go back to our conversation. We're like happy, whatever. And then later in the night, the drinks are flowing. I bring it back up, and I'm like, we didn't really get to
We're repetitive.
We didn't get to do
mean,
a yes and, but I wanted a
wanna
short
hear it
answer.
clearly.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
so let's hear why. I was like, you need to do a DBQ, base your answers off the short prompts.
PowerPoint night.
Yeah, literally. And then I said DBQ, and then I was like, what is a DBQ? I forgot what that was. And then I was like, discussion-based questions, and we're thinking out loud, and the girl next to us was like, discussion-based questions. And I was like, oh. She
Get
heard
the check.
No. So she heard the whole thing, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that's just what a place to do it and really
Maybe
kind of
she was trying
unleash.
to have a threesome.
And
Why
then
did
she
she
was
get
with a friend.
involved?
I don't know, because
Foursome.
I mean, we were just drunk and I guess looking friendly, but it was funny to do such a topic, while just kind of locked in with someone else's lips on the bench, like we were really hip to hip.
It's hard being a waiter, I feel like, just walking
When's the
in
right
on
time?
God knows what conversation.
That's so
Would
true.
you like another drink or some water, and someone's uncle just died? Someone's getting arrested tomorrow. There's just horrible things happening at every table.
To say free bread and you're saying
What
free
are
gonna.
we?
Yeah, that's
Did you want
rough.
this to go? It's a lot.
That's rough. Yeah, so we'll see about that. We will circle back, but as always, which I didn't really do, this episode is more of a chat. Do you have a humbling story of the week? What's your humbling moment?
Every day.
I have a humbling moment of my week when I was in Pittsburgh. I had shows 2 weekends ago now. It was that I was going to see my boyfriend, the next day or so. And so I packed some really ungodly things. I had a shopping spree at Skims. I'm bringing, a thong that was floss. Anything that can give me a UTI, nice and tight, was getting packed. Anything that would cover my neck and below was staying behind. So everything in my suitcase was sheer. It was lacy, see-through, thin, gust of wind, biggest nightmare, not durable, essentially. And the biggest thing that I packed that was, the most scandalous would be a pajama. It was obviously, lace corset.
It was lingerie.
It was lingerie. It had, what is the thing with horses, saddle, hiccups?
Oh, like the garter on the
yeah,
thigh.
Yeah, there was just a lot. And I kind of forgot that I was going to Pittsburgh for a second. Like, I was obviously packing the whole LA trip. So when I got to Pittsburgh, I realized I didn't have pajamas. And I had to sleep in the full lingerie fit.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I was literally in an itchy lace and a
Going to
fucking
bed
collar.
with a whip and a...
I was sleeping on top of my dildo and
with a nipple tassel.
was literally in bed with an itchy nip tassel and a gag ball asleep. And it was really rough because I was just whoring out in the Hilton Inn.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is this is kind of a fire hazard in the sense if there was a emergency, I would be running out like a dominatrix, like sleeping in stilettos and fucking
fishnets and a thong
and a fucking tail. You know, it had a butt
Why
plug.
not just go nude?
Well, I thought it would be, you know.
It didn't feel right.
It didn't feel right. Also, the hotel, there was 2 crumbs in the bed, and I couldn't
too many.
do that. Too many, and I kind of just decided that I need to sleep with, you know, a feather.
A thin layer of protection.
I needed to sleep with a feather and a blindfold, and maybe some edible thong candy. Kind of sleeping in a Sweetie's thong G-string wasn't really a part of my day, so that was kind of humbling to wake up like I just took a massive nap, but it was just like sequence that said eat me.
Of lace. My humbling moment this week was I have a coworker that we have just become good friends, and so for some reason I assumed I had her phone number, so I was texting her TikToks, little things like inspiring quotes like Roger. And I was talking to her in person and I was like, you don't text me back. And she's like, oh, I don't even have your number. It was like, we never exchanged numbers. And then it turns out I was texting a different Claire. And I didn't even know that I ever knew a Claire in my life.
Who's this Claire?
It was like some girl I used to work with years ago that if I saw her in person, like I would not know her name. So I just feel terrible. And that's not the first time I've done that to someone with the same name.
And the other Claire never answered.
Never answered.
That's pretty funny.
I'm thinking that she got a
like
new number. I don't know. It was
like
like
if
one.
I just ignore her, she'll go away.
It was like one TikTok that was like believe in yourself, like some inspiring weird shit. So it still was for her.
It applied. Yeah. Maybe
sorry.
also she needed that. You know? You don't know when you need it
She
most.
was probably teared up when she saw that I thought of her 7 years. This was pre-COVID. Like,
oh my.
I don't know
really
if she even lives
it.
in New York. She was from like Oklahoma.
She doesn't even have a TikTok anymore.
I couldn't draw a picture of her.
All right. Well, we're going to jump into some submitted humbling stories and see who really got humbled this week. All right, guys. Story number 1. She's going to read them.
Yes.
Take it away, girl.
Okay. This one's called The Military Wife.
Oh.
I met a girl and we hit it off from the start. The relationship was great. Lots of cute dates, just being a couple, and the sex was fire.
Oh.
I found out my army unit was deploying overseas in October, and she said she was happy for me, but I could tell she wasn't that present in the relationship anymore. Then at the end of the month, she broke up with me. We were together for 9 months at this point, and I seriously considered her as marriage material.
Ah.
I went overseas, and a month into the deployment, I met a guy who was telling me about this recent engagement before he left for the army. It turns out this girl was engaged the entire time we dated. She broke up with her fiance before we met, but she didn't tell me or his family.
Whoa.
I met her new husband, yes, third guy, on deployment who was also in the army. He was one of the soldiers I worked with. They had gone married at the end of June, meaning she literally broke up with me and was married a month later. Let's just say the deployment I got very fit.
Whoa. That's crazy. One, she has a type. That's for sure.
She loves a man in uniform.
She loves a man in uniform. That's really insane. And also she's hitting the same army base, you know, like how they all meet. And they're all in the same unit.
Same quadrant.
In the same bunk bed. Like, how are they all?
Yeah.
That's really insane. That's pretty devastating.
Does she have a job? Like, I feel like this is...
Yeah, this is her job.
This is a job. This is full-time.
Full-time military homie hopper.
Yeah.
That's really wild. I mean, glad that I guess she ended up with someone because that would have been
I have a question.
concerning.
Like, did you meet her in the army? or outside, because I feel like in the army it's all men. I'm not always, but there's like not that many women.
Yeah.
So slim pickings.
Slim pickings.
Now this is some girl from the outside world that has just been all around the quadrant.
Yeah, like how
That pussy must have been bomb.
yeah, hit her up on the star that he's doing again. Okay. Yeah, interesting. I mean, how did you guys meet is very important, but that's fun because the post breakup glow up is really
And
what
when
you
you're
do
in
it
the
for.
army,
Yeah, like
shit, you're
after-
coming out crazy.
coming out literally the enemy. Have you ever had a really crazy breakup glow up? Not
No, but maybe I need that.
No, but
I don't
also
know.
I don't think I've ever been too hard. Like
think
not
it's-
going that hard. I don't think anything shook me that hard. I mean, if this relationship ended, I guess I would start becoming bulimic. But I don't think anything has really rattled my system too much. I mean, I did start stand up, so I guess that was
Yeah.
something. But that wasn't because I'm like, oh, a guy,
Yeah. I don't think so. I think just being single has you obviously naturally having to be glowing at all times.
Glowing at all
because
times.
Then you
just in
meet
case.
and then you can eat a yodel out of your ass. It's kind of fun. And you just love each other even if you have back knee. Like
Yeah,
you really
yeah.
can get away with anything.
I
even
mean,
if
I
you
don't-
smell like Frito chips.
What
Like it's a
the
little
fuck?
cute. Like
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
feel
you
like
like-
we're not at
You're
Frito
not there
Cool Ranch
yet.
level,
Yeah.
but I am. I feel like with long distance, you get there a little quicker because I don't
we
know.
ain't got time.
I know, no, yeah, time to go. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Before when we first met, I was like, I don't eat. Now I'm
Yeah.
like, give me that. And now I'm
Same.
taking the chicken nugget out of his mouth and chewing it for him.
I remember going on one of my first dates with my boyfriend and getting a side small kale Caesar with no protein, and I was full. I was stuffed. I almost
That was
didn't
enough.
want to go home with him because I didn't want to shit on him.
Oh.
Well, why would I? I
Yeah.
had one leaf. So
I mean, even no protein's crazy. When we would first go, I mean, we would be going to these really lavish. I mean, still, when we are going to a lavish place, I'll pick because I'm like, I'd rather get drunk than
Yeah.
like eat a full meal. So that always depends. But the past day we're in LA, I was cleaning up because one, the food's fucking fire.
Yeah.
And two, okay, I'm like protein goals.
Well, and-
Let me hit lunch
Yeah.
and dinner. So it's pretty funny because I feel like when you're always dating someone, they're always like, you don't eat around me. And
Yeah.
now I'm like, huh.
what
now,
should we get for the second lunch of the day?
Now we're doing 6 bottles and 55 go-go wraps. And it's just,
It's
it's a lot.
yeah. I mean, and then that's just also when you're happy and relationship weight. It's
Yeah,
just,
which
you're
trying
like,
not,
you
no thank.
rebuke-
Exactly. All right,
Okay,
let's
next
read
story.
story number 2.
The puberty pooper.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Perfect timing.
I have a younger sister I'm very close with, but when we were little, everything was a competition. I would constantly do things to try to one-up her, to make her become a Hulk-like version of herself, so my parents would see me as a better sister because I was well-behaved.
Ah,
Classic. One of the worst parts of growing up with a sister that's 2 years younger than you is when she starts going through puberty before you. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. She was a double D in 8th grade, and my chest was concave.
Oh my God.
It pissed me off so bad, and everyone knew we were sisters, which made it 10 times worse because I hated the comparison back then of her body versus my string cheese build in school.
Oh my God. That's kind of nightmare scenario.
You a funny writer. One day, she ran screaming out of the bathroom yelling, "I got my period," like she won the war. I was instantly filled with rage, only a prepubescent.
Prepubescent.
Okay. I was instantly filled with rage, only a prepubescent.
What the Prepubescent.
Okay.
One more time.
I was literally filled with rage, only a prepubescent. What's happening?
Prepubescent.
Okay.
One more time.
I was filled with rage only a prepubescent little girl can have.
Again, you stuttered.
No,
in the beginning.
I was instantly filled with rage only a prepubescent. Bitch, what is it? What is it? Just you say this one.
I was instantly filled with rage as I got my period. Where were you? I can't see. Read it.
I
One
was instantly
day.
filled with rage. Only a prepubescent.
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 What?
Why do I have the name Beatrice in there? Okay, can you just read this? I was instantly
filled with rage. Only a prepubescent
little girl can have, and I dwelled on her win over me for like 5 days. A week after she got her period, I went to the bathroom, looked down at my underwear, and there was a brownish blob. I was so excited and ran down the stairs, underwear in hand, of course, to show my mom that I had finally caught up to my sister and handed her my underwear. I don't know. I no longer want a child. Don't do that shit to me.
Also,
I don't
I'll
wanna
believe
see
you.
that.
Believe women, okay?
I
We
guess
know.
it's your first time. You don't know if it's that or like a caca stain.
Yeah. Well, keep reading.
That's horrible. My mom's face at the moment is burned into my brain because she looked at my underwear and said back to me, "This is poop." And yeah, I pooped my pants and showed my mom. Like, how did you not... A fart slipped or something.
Well, how would you not? How? I feel like I would know if it was poop because
It's a different hole.
the smell. Oh yeah, that too.
But
Different feeling. I guess it just flew out. Also, you would hope that it was a little red, for it to really think that it was something.
And the texture would definitely be different because you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It's more gelatinous than like
Ooh,
what it...
Oh God.
This is, it comes out of you.
It comes out.
Like a jelly.
Yeah. That is pretty humbling, I will say. That's pretty funny. I want to know how you and your sister's relationship is now. Actually, having a D cup and getting your period being 2 years younger is
that's kind of crazy.
Like, I would totally also be showing my mom every cocky I took and say, "Look, I made an animal," because how do you even she really went up to you. Having the D cup was probably the biggest thing. Then the period would have just been like a fucking nail in the coffin for me.
I would go to the doctor. I don't know what, 8th grade.
Seeing a doctor.
Wait, she was eighth. I don't know. She was a double D in 8th grade. And then so sophomore year, you finally took a shit and it was a period. Like,
yeah. Well, yeah. Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Suddenly
Maybe they weren't that
medics.
age. I would go to the hospital. Hopefully you got your period.
Hopefully we get the gyno involved.
Yeah. There's no need to rush that, though. I feel like, why was that such a big...
At first, I feel like you do want it so bad, but then when you do get it, you're disgusting.
It's like every day for the rest of my life.
But it is emotional when you get it. I remember when I first got my period, we all did like a triangle woman hug.
Did we?
We did.
Okay. I remember... I just was a rough day.
Oh, you
was not feeling
you
good.
You were haggard that day.
I was more like, is this really what it's like a few times a month?
Yeah,
like, it was more earth-shattering.
I mean, it really is diabolical. Okay. Being a woman is really like being in a prison because, I mean, we bleed out every day. Like you're skinning a cow.
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, I had to make sure she was wearing socks for this episode because last time, God forbid, I wanted to be comfy in my own home. God forbid, I wanted to wiggle my toes with every laugh and people commenting evil things.
One toe and you take advantage.
You take advantage. Yeah, you get one toe and they want more.
Yeah.
People were threatening to suck the nail polish out of my toenail.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't do anything.
You can't do that. And
I remember
it's not right.
After a party we were with Holly, I was eating a hot dog drunk just outside and a man took a video. Do you not remember
I
that?
kind of do.
I was like, am I fat or am I being sexualized? I wasn't sure
Hoping
which
the
bullying.
fat.
I was like, hoping to be sexualized over look at this
No.
big bitch eating a hot dog. But I was actually rather thin then, so I think it's...
But that's such womanhood
That's
is
not
that
okay.
we rather have, prostitution than be called a porky bitch, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be like, let me sell my body on the black market than be like, you're
Before-
not skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Before body shaming.
Yeah, no, for sure. Black market over body shaming, greater than.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Okay.
last story.
This one is called a parallel play. I went on a date with a guy who wanted to go to a popular market in our city to eat. When we got to the market, he said, "So, want to split up and meet back?" I said no, since it was a date, obviously. So we
Hello.
walked around the market together.
Also,
Okay.
imagine splitting up you're not going to find me ever again.
Does he want to do smorgasbord?
Yeah.
Get 5 things, I'll get 5
Come
things.
back,
Like,
split it.
it's fun to look together.
Yeah.
When the date ended, he insisted on Ubering me home with him, but I said no because I lived a walking distance from the date spot. There ended up being traffic on the street. I walked to get home, so his Uber kept pace right alongside with me the entire walk home.
No.
When I finally got to my street, he waved goodbye from inside the Uber. I gave up dating for a while after that one.
That's so funny. That's a
Damn.
great story. I mean, first red flag is that he said want to get lost and try to find each other again.
It's because he was giving broke. He's like, you get your
You
thing.
get your thing.
I'll get mine.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to get the stuff that's not hot, and she can get like the Instagram, spaghetti bowl or
I'm
whatever.
getting the beef burrito and swallowing it, and she'll get the matcha for us to share. Like,
Yeah. God. And then the Ubering, the parallel walk and drive, that's so fucking funny. I mean, that is just really humbling. Also, after a date too, you want to debrief, you want to call a friend, you want to, let go of sucking in your gut. You want
put your headphones on.
yeah,
and
maybe,
lose it.
burp a bit, whatever it may be. So still kind of being on this date parallel next to each other is just such a funny thought. You still have to kind of be like, okay, see ya, smiling big and not totally like picking your nose.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really humbling.
Checking your posture.
Yeah.
Is he watching the whole time? Like, you feel his eyes.
Also,
You can only do a side eye. Like, when do you acknowledge it? Is it
Exactly.
the whole walk? Or
And
like,
yeah.
hey. Or like, oh,
red
there
light.
you are. Like,
Yeah, are you constantly like green light, it's yellow, hey, or are you
Yeah.
just turning back a little bit? Also, what is he doing in the car? He has it the better way, I think. I think he might actually have
I
it
think
worse.
I would just like
I'd prefer to
look
be on my
down,
own pace.
tell the Uber to put music on and turn around.
Roll up the windows.
I would have pretended I live in a different direction that day. Just
No,
like go
for sure.
cut through someone's backyard.
I would have trespassed. I would have committed a crime and a felony just to
Yeah.
not have to see his face. Like, yeah, jump in someone else's car, maybe take up biking,
Yeah.
rollerblading day, something, maybe start jogging. You've always been trying to jog.
You should have tested him and like tripped and fell and see if he like got out of the car to help.
Yeah, also, depending what he bought you at the market, you should have threw your body in front of the car and say lawsuit.
Like, did he just get his own chow mein and then you had to find your own bao bun? Like,
Yeah, I mean, that would be rough. Also, split up and meet back is so funny because that's just not even how you do a market, period, even with a friend.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. It's
also, you
it's
do
an
a lap.
experience.
You do a lap.
Do
and
a
then
lap.
you have a meeting and you're like, what are we going to get?
Let's talk about it.
We do variety. We either do
Italian,
one thing,
Chinese. Let's
right.
pick it out.
A protein,
Carb, double carb.
maybe a fun beverage.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's also hilarious that you gave up dating for a while after that because you kind of would have to.
Yeah.
If you're waving at a stop sign and he's crossing at the crosswalk, like it's getting
If
crazy.
you were at the speed of his car, like that's...
Time to wrap it up.
Maybe you should have gotten in the car with him and just stopped at
Yeah. Also,
yours.
it seems that he passed your house, so I would have been like, you know what, move down.
Yeah, he
y'all
knows
got
where you
AC.
live. Yeah.
That would have been nice next time. All right. Well, thank you guys for submitting. If you want to submit a story, you know where to do it. It is in the bio, and it also is on my link tree. If you scroll all the way down, it says "Tell Daniela what happened," and we'd love to hear from you. But this was the episode for today. You can find my sister. Where can they find you?
At the local Applebee's.
Okay.
Just kidding. I guess
Your Instagram.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll get posting.
She's gonna post one.
We'll get there. Juju Bean M.
Thanks, y'all. Okay, see you guys next week. Bye.